fuck is Red Dwarf? Well, I'll tell you. It's a British science fiction sitcom about 4 people. That right there is 2 good reasons to use it. It has the right amount of diverse characters, and their environment is just the right amount of science fiction to be useful for Fallout. The real reason I'm using it, though, is because it's awesome. It's a cult classic. And if you haven't watched it, you probably should. The show begins with profoundly slobby and good-hearted Dave Lister deciding that he would rather go into stasis than give up his pregnant cat aboard the mining ship Red Dwarf. Before he gets out, though, a radiation leak kills the entire crew, and the super-intelligent computer connected to the ship decides to keep him in stasis until the radiation levels are safe. The computer does not, however, decide to redirect the ship. 3 million years later, he's let out of stasis. In that time, he's light years from Earth, and likely the last human being in existence. Meanwhile, his pregnant cat, which was safely sealed in the ship's hold, gave birth to her kittens. Those kittens bred and gave birth, and so on, until the species evolved to a humanoid race. When Lister is released, there is only one Felis sapien left, which he calls simply Cat. The computer, named Holly, also decides to project a hologram crew member for Dave to interact with. Based on his total conversations with the crew of Red Dwarf, Holly chooses his uptight, middle-managing boss, Arnold Rimmer, to be the hologram. A season later, Lister and his companions find and befriend a mechanoid service droid called Crichton, who, despite his vast intellect and useful components, is dedicated to menial tasks with an obsessive-compulsive vigor. Each of these characters are diverse and interesting in their own way, but the show sort of hinges on the fact that they're all low on the food chain and mostly useless. So, as always, their skills will be exaggerated so they can handle the capital wasteland on their own. I'll be making builds for each of these characters, or at least versions of these characters, with a special bonus build at the end. As always, there will be detailed descriptions of each build in the comments. I'll just tell you that now so I don't have to interject with that information at the beginning of every single video. Come by next week to see the first build in the series, Dave Lister. Thanks for watching.